This review shocked me. So said Amanda Spielman, Her Majesty's Chief Inspector of Schools, on the recent publication of Ofsted's Review of Sexual Abuse in Schools and Colleges. And this report comes only a couple of weeks after the NAS UWT Radio 4 questionnaire, which reported that almost 1/3 of teachers had witnessed peer-on-peer sexual abuse, and almost 1 in 10 saw it on a weekly basis. Certainly, the Ofsted report's findings are shocking. Over 90% of girls and 70% of boys stated that sexual name-calling was commonplace, whilst 88% of girls and 49% of boys said that the sending of explicit videos or pictures, so-called nudes or dick pics, was also commonplace. But perhaps most worrying of all is that 80% of girls and 40% of boys felt under pressure to provide such pictures themselves. Indeed, some children argued that sexual harassment is so commonplace that they see no point in reporting it. And indeed, the report goes on to quite rightly advise that schools should assume that sexual harassment goes on, even without specific concrete evidence. Pupils also reported that they found RSE lessons offering too little and too late, whilst most teachers reported that they felt ill-equipped and ill at ease at delivering the subject. So, this short two-part course offers 4 areas for discussion. Firstly, identifying the problem. What is sexual harassment in all its guises, from banter through to full sexual assault? Secondly, what does the law say? What does Ofsted expect? What does the DfE expect? Whilst most kids have a notion of the concept of consent, few realise that the sending of an explicit image, even of themselves, is illegal. Thirdly, RSE. How can we successfully teach pupils to be safe and to know what is acceptable and unacceptable in a friendship or a relationship? And finally, and most difficult of all to achieve, how do we create the right school environment? An environment in which pupils feel safe and comfortable to report matters of harassment, but also to create an environment in which such incidents are as least likely to occur as possible. We must teach respect for all, that any actions which cause upset, humiliation or intimidation are bullying, are wrong, and will not be tolerated. This course will leave you feeling more knowledgeable and comfortable at dealing with a difficult, sensitive, and sadly growing issue in our schools.